Lego. Yeah. Don't know. Oh yeah.
It's the original Batman.
One time. It's a bad man thing.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maryann Okonkwo. If this is your first time of seeing this face or stopping by my channel, then you're definitely welcome. Don't worry, you're going to enjoy this channel. You would enjoy it. Like, there's nothing that you're looking for that I don't have, and if I don't have it, let me know and I will make it for you. So hit the subscribe button, like this video, turn on the notification bell most importantly, so you don't miss out on all the notifications that you get from my uploads. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys know I have nothing but love for you guys. You guys are the realest MVP. I love you guys so much. So today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to achieve a very half-cut squeeze sunset kind of like eyeshadow. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to achieve a half-winged sunset eyeshadow look, and hopefully you guys learned one or two things from today's video. And yeah, so let's go straight into today's video. Meanwhile, if you're feeling this hair, this is actually a ponytail. I made the ponytail myself, so just installed it myself as well. If you're interested in both videos, I'm going to leave them linked below, or I'm going to put a card up here that will take you to both of the videos, and you can watch them and learn as well and slay on the budget, because this is a synthetic weave and it looks so gorgeous. So yeah, let's get into the video. So to start off, I'm going to be spraying my face with this Nini natural rose water. Next, I'm going to moisturize my face, and to moisturize my face, I'll be using this Mismetic moisture potion. If you haven't seen an updated foundation routine, like seriously, what are you doing on my channel? Click the card up here to go watch that, so you'd better understand why I'm using all these products on my face. I cannot overemphasize the importance of allowing your product to really sit in, especially your moisturizer, primer, and your setting spray before you apply anything on your face. It just really, it sticks to the skin, and then it sticks onto the product you want to apply afterwards, and just gives like a really nice base to it. So always make sure to allow your moisturizer and your primer really absorb into your skin before you apply your foundation or concealer, whatever the case might be. So it's important to moisturize, but then it's important for you to allow the moisturizer absorb into the skin. So we're going to wait for it to give it like 2-3 minutes for it to really absorb into the skin. So next, I'm going to be applying primer, and for primer today I'll be using the Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer, and this is the one with, so I'm going to apply this on my eyebrows too, because it's a mattifying primer. It's going to help our brow product to sit in better. So yeah, this is the primer already applied. Again, you want to give it like 2 to 3 minutes for it to really absorb into the skin before you go ahead and apply whatever foundation you're going to be using. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you know what the foundation I'm going to be using. I think that's the only foundation I have. So if you guys have been watching me on my channel, you know that I rave about this. And this is the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and my shade is in the shade 340 Cappuccino. However, this is a little bit tad bit lighter. That's because I'm in a different location, and I think I'm a lot lighter now. So you might notice it being a bit too orangey or too light, but we're going to fix that with our highlight and also our contour. So you can see that the foundation is well blended in. That is why I highly recommend this beauty blender. That done, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face. Next, I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and to highlight, I'll be using the Nuban Beauty in my skin concealer, and this is in the shade 043. I absolutely love this concealer. I didn't know how amazing it was until I started using it myself, and I wish I got more. Unfortunately, they don't sell this concealer here, so I have to find a favorite again, back to square one. So yeah, I hardly use this, but because today is a special day, I'm just going to use, today's at my anniversary, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this really expensive nice concealer. Usually for tutorials like this, I would use my Ellie Girl concealer, but just feeling extra stressful, just feeling extra special today, so I'm going to use this. Because this concealer dries really fast, you want to work in sections. So I'm going to start off with the right side of my face, my right under eye, and kind of like just blend it first before doing the rest of my highlight areas. So next thing is to contour, and of course to contour I'm going to be using the Black Opal stick foundation, and this is in the shade Carob. I love this stick foundation for contouring. It's beautiful. Like, can you see? Just gives you like a really natural flush. So it's super women of color friendly, and I super highly recommend it. Can you see? This is beautiful. This stuff looks so good. And of course, if you guys already know, I love to use lipsticks to add blush and flush to my face. So just gonna add this. Next, I'm going to set under my eyes with my face powder, and to do that I'll be using the Flawless Ivy powder, and this is in the shade Ivory. I didn't used to like this particular brand, but recently, after using it for a couple of days, like I've been using it lately, and I absolutely love it. So I've just been really loving it. So guys, if you're looking for a good face powder, I highly recommend it. And one thing I used to hate about compact powders like this is that they always break before you finish, like before you even use anything, but this one hasn't broken on me. Now I'm going to go ahead and really set under my eyes, and I'll be using the Sachi Buttercup as usual. So just going to take a little of it and press it onto. I'm going to also just slightly set next I'm going to set my contour, and for that I'll be using the Heg & Esther compact powder, and this is in the shade HW37. I really like this because it really has like this, it's almost like the CoverGirl bronzer, but the only thing is that it's super pigmented. So when you tap your brush on the powder, you want to make sure to just tap off the excess before applying it on your face. Like, see, can you see that mark? So that's how crazy pigmented it is. Yeah, our face is ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera, then I'll be back to show you guys the rest of the eyeshadow and just conclude this video all together. Okay? See you guys in a bit. So for base, I'm going to be using the Clone White by Ben 9. I'm just going to dip my hand inside and just slightly take. So I'm kind of like just blend it all over my lid. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be digging into the Eye Magic palette, and I'll be using the orange color here. Yeah, so I'm just going to apply it on half of my crease just in front. Do the same thing to the other side. One thing I forgot to do was to apply some setting powder on the bottom of my... Next thing, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and blend this out, and I'll be using a dark orange color. Actually, there's no dark orange here. So, okay, so I'll be using the Ever-Changing palette, and I'll be using the shade called Walnut, and I'll be mixing walnut along with mist just to get that perfect brown shade. So walnut first, just to blend around the outer corner. Use the orange that we used earlier and kind of like just blend. Just gonna take some more of that orange and just tap it over this. And yeah, this is pretty good, but just to make it like really winged, I'm gonna go ahead and use an angled brush along with the Carriot brown gel liner, which is this one, and I'll be using it to angle my liner. So I'm going to go ahead and use this very dense brush to blend out. So I'm going to take this brush. Next, I'm going to use that orange shade that we used earlier on. Yeah, this is perfect. One last thing that we need to do though is to use white on our bottom lash line. So I'm going to be using the Clone White, and I'm just going to dig into it using this beautiful angled brush. And this is what one eye is looking like. I'm going to go ahead and replicate this onto the other eye, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. See you guys in a bit. So the eyes is all done. One last thing is to apply some highlight to our tear dots, and I'll be using the Avon Cosmetics, and this is in the shade, the 3D Magnetic Eyeshadow. This is in the shade 04. So just going to take a bit of that. And yeah, so next thing I'm going to go ahead and use my Zaron Cosmetics. This is basically the finished look. I'm going to go ahead and apply my lip gloss. Yeah, I think I should actually do that.
Let go. Yeah. Don't know. Oh yeah.
It's the original Batman.
One time, it's a bad man thing. It's body, baby.